we'll start with a recap from last time. So, the party is traveling from Suzail and Cormyr to Evening Star to the very north of Cormyr. They've been traveling along the road when they find a battle between the Fire Knives, which are a group of Dragonborn led by half-dragons, against green druids, which are druids who follow green dragons. And then there was the lone purple dragon knight defending the innocent travelers. The party ended the conflict without bloodshed, each party going their separate ways. They introduce themselves to Sir Corbin, the Purple Dragon Knight, who is sort of the lone purple dragon left on this side of the forest, helping people travel through. He asks if the party is headed back to Suzail at any time to meet up with him for some business that he needs help with. The party stopped in the town of Weymouth, where they learned that children are being stolen by pixies. They found these children in the forest being slept by a elf king who is trying to resurrect his long-forgotten kingdom. The party destroyed the Elf King, and in return, the town of Weymouth gave them 2 horses, 2 carriages, and a free stay at the inn as compensation. That's where we will start.
Remember when I arranged that for us?
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be staying at the inn tonight. Which I did not name. Oh, I did name it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it is evening now. You're going to be wanting to rest up for the night. A short walk from the town hall, you find a cozy establishment. Exterior is made of a dark wooden planks and has a sign hanging above the door, which depicts a moon surrounded by stars. Just below it is a split stylized green and yellow emblem with the head of a red deer in the center, an emblem you would recognize as being that of the Emerald Enclave, a druidic organization that strives to protect nature. Adventurers of all types can be seen entering and exiting the tavern, some carrying packs of weapons, while others look more refined and well-dressed. As these adventurers leave the tavern, you can see that some are more boisterous than others, and some appear to be nursing injuries. All right, that's where we'll start.
What time of day is it?
It is evening.
Okay.
The sun is setting, so you'll want to head in some shelter for the night.
Well, and you said that there's people there nursing injuries.
Yes, they look to be adventurers who have also stayed for the night.
Okay.
How far from the town we were just in are we at this point? Like, where are we on our trip
This is the same town.
Oh, it's still the same town. Okay, never
Yes, same town. It was too dark.
mind. Oh yeah, I forgot because it kind of like took us basically all afternoon to do that.
Yeah.
I have the bag of holding now at this point, right? Rad, you gave me that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say that I put that sword in there when I collected that.
Okay. I had given it to you as a note in Roll20.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, I feel like Nimue is just like really riding the high of this negotiation she just pulled off. We have all these horses and carts, and she's just she's gonna lead the pack on inside to see about finding somewhere to sleep.
Okay. So, as you step in, you find yourselves in a warm, inviting atmosphere. The walls are adorned with tapestries and paintings depicting scenes of nature, and there are soft lanterns hanging from the ceiling, casting a warm light over the room. The tavern is filled with various tables and chairs, each with their own set of patrons enjoying drinks, food, and lively conversation. On the perimeter are small rooms for those who wish to have more discreet conversations. You see Thistle the cat walk over to a particular room as if she has been here before. She begins to scratch at the door.
Sinead's following the cat and is going to sort of, I guess, try and indicate, do you know someone in here?
On a plaque to the side of the door, you find the symbol of the Emerald Enclave. Thistle just meows up to you as if expecting you to open it.
Sinead will look at the rest of the party, do you think I should?
Krigga just shrugs his shoulders.
I would maybe knock first.
Sinead will do that. She'll knock. But it's really rapid, like incessant knocking.
You see the door slowly open. Thistle quickly jumps in. Sitting at the table is an older man wearing simple, practical clothing made of rough spun linen and leather, with the emblem of the Emerald Enclave embroidered on his shirt. His face bears a few scars, and he carries a sturdy walking staff made from the branch of a tree.
Sinead will sort of poke her head in and say, hello? How you doing there?
Hello there. I am Aaron of the Emerald Enclave. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
I'm Sinead, of the Skullcrag Temple for Kelmfor.
Ah, I am Protector of the King's Forest. It seems we share similar ways of life.
Is that so? Are you also a cleric then?
I am a druid.
Oh. What do you... the same kind of druid that are out there with a dragon.
All druids do not share the same philosophies of life. but I am aware of these druids. I also see you've met my wife, Thistle.
Are you? She's gonna look at the cat, then look back at him, then look back at the cat, and then look back at him, and she's gonna say, "Did you marry a cat?"
She has not always been this way, though she prefers this form rather than her normal self.
Sinead's gonna look back at Krigga very helplessly.
You know, when Sinead was looking back and forth between the cat and the druid, Krigga was subconsciously doing the exact same thing in the exact same way, looking back and forth. They were just mirroring each other, looking back and forth. And once again, you look at him, and he's just gonna shrug. He's been around the block a few times, but that's a new one to him too.
So, can we come in? I like the cat.
Of course. Have a seat.
Right. And Sinead will fully enter and find a place to sit down.
Yeah, Nimue will follow suit.
As will I, but I'll stand like on the wall next to the door.
The Krigga will come in last, but he'll close the door when he comes in, and then he'll go find a seat.
There is much going on in this forest, and there is always something to protect. Would you be interested in serving as an ambassador to the Emerald Enclave?
Well, not to sound harsh, sir, but is there something in it for us?
Not all things in life are for satisfaction. Some things must be done because they have to be.
Well, what does it mean to be an ambassador then?
I would like for you to visit these green druids, which we have just spoken of. There have been things going on. They have become more hostile, and I would like to see if we can lower these hostilities.
Well, I suppose that's a noble cause. What is it that you'd like me to say to these other druids?
Convince them to give up these ambitions of controlling all of the king's forest for themselves.
Well, that doesn't seem like the easiest of tasks. They seemed pretty intense when we came across them earlier.
Is there anything you could suggest we use as incentive to convince them of that?
It is difficult to say, considering their land is all they want. You may be able to convince the other persons involved in this feud to give up their claims as well.
What other persons?
The Fire Knives and the town of Deadlock. These three feuding factions all claim this territory for themselves.
And the dispute, it's only over territory?
Precisely. Territory is everything.
Tell
Without
me.
it,
Yes.
without it, you cannot grow, you cannot feed your families. But some people think they deserve it over others.
Do these factions perhaps share a common enemy? They must have something that they could unite on.
That is not currently the case.
Hmm.
Well, seems to be a bit of a tough spot, isn't it?
Indeed. I was hoping fresh eyes could alleviate these animosities.
And do you believe we should speak to the druids first?
They seem to have the strongest claim, considering they were here first.
How long have the druids been here? You know.
Since the downfall of the Elvish kingdom, I would say roughly 800 years.
And the others? Why have they come here?
With a growing country, the city of Deadluck has needed to grow, and the Fire Knives have been outcasts seeking a spot for their own territorial gains.
Well, then perhaps the fire knives are in the wrong. Sounds as if the druids were here first. Just a thought.
Is the case, though the Fire Knives are not easily convinced. But I feel the Druids have a better sense of right than the others.
Well, they've been here in these woods for a very long time, from what it sounds like. And they take it upon them as their duty to protect it. I'm sure a bunch of thugs stomping all over the forest isn't really what they want. I must say, this is quite a tall order for us. We have more pressing matters, and you're not really giving us much of a reason to help. I would say the druids should just take care of it themselves, personally, unless you would like to give us, I don't know, an incentive to go speak to the druids? She kind of like looks around at her party.
Maybe we'll give it a little nod.
As well. Marzinder.
Yeah, Krigga doesn't disagree.
I am sorry, but as a member of the Emerald Enclave, we do not have much in our possessions.
Right, insight check.
Okay.
Jesus.
Where's my thing at? So I got this ear for deceit. So if I roll lower than a 7, I use it as an 8 instead of a 7. Where's it at? insight. There we go. Okay, so 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't sense anything that you don't feel like he's holding back anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Sinead's gonna sigh and sort of hem and haw over the matter and for saying, just for a rough estimate, how big is this forest?
It covers almost 1/3 of Cormyr.
Are you telling me these two groups are crying over not being able to have their own space in a forest that's about 1/3, you say, of Cormyr?
Yes.
That's a pretty fucking big forest. Excuse my language. So are you telling me that they just simply can't get along then? Well, can I be frank with you all? And she'll look to the party.
Of course.
Yes.
I sort of want to settle this dispute out of just principle of the matter. And perhaps we can get something else out of the druids that we are to go speak to. But that's just pure insanity, that they can't just leave each other alone.
Perhaps they could be of some use, considering that they take a particular liking to dragons.
I think they could be great use, considering our endeavors. But that's besides the point. This is just pure stupidity.
Well, lass, if we spend our time fixing all the stupidity in the world, we will get nothing else done.
You do make a good point, Krigga.
Right. But if
However, I had, excuse me for a moment, Sinead, but I had been pondering the thought, and it had not occurred to me until now. Perhaps we may find information that would help us on our more immediate concerns if we keep our minds open for other endeavors that could potentially provide information that would be unlooked for in our normal route. But I'm not sure I'm the best one to ferret that out.
Well, hear me out. We go check in on these druids. Say our piece. Perhaps have somebody who can handle a dragon on their side. Or on our side, rather. And then, you know, if we're successful, then well done. If not, then... Well, I don't want to think that if not. So, we have to be successful in this. It's a huge help to us in the end.
There certainly could be some potential there.
So then do you agree to be an ambassador?
Sinead will look to the party for an agreement.
I don't think we need a title, but I think we can go take care of this issue.
Right then. It's settled.
expect to hear great things. Thistle will be able to guide you to the druids.
Well, do you mind if we rest for the night first? I think we could use it.
Of course, this sort of disagreements will not be solved in one day.
Right then. I'm off to procure some ale, since that's settled.
Krigga also gets up and prepares to leave the room and search for supper.
Nimue just gonna follow the two of them.
Yep. Same with Mars.
Okay, so let's see. All right, so you find your way up to the. Do you want to sit at the bar? You could take a table. I don't care.
Sinead's gonna sit up at the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, Nimue's gonna sit at her side.
The establishment also offers private drinking chambers. If you wish to use one of those.
What does a private drinking chamber entail?
It's for kissing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we gotta go.
Gotta go.
Are there any werewolves in here?
So it's just a small room, similar to what Aaron was in, where you can just be away from other people.
Is he in there? Maybe.
You just met him, Aaron.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the werewolf. Sorry.
No.
Damn.
Papa? Are you here?
How close is the nearest one to like the bar?
Next to it.
Next to it. Probably look over to Krigga.
Oh, Krigga's all in.
Yeah.
Krigga's already eyeballing you out the side of his eye. See if we can get a couple of drinks and head on in there. Seriously.
Do we have to get the drinks and then go in there, or is it like a VIP? Or...
It could be VIP. They'll come over and get whatever you want for you.
Does it cost anything to?
Let's go with 2 gold. Right, I'll pay for it.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
Well, shall we, Krigga?
Indeed. Can't leave the ale waiting.
I'd like to sit. Is it like open?
Yeah.
Like no door on it or whatever? Okay, I want to sit where I can.
There's a door. There's a door, yeah.
But we can leave it open.
Yeah.
Is there a way I'd be able to keep it open?
Why are you so scared, Rad?
Keep an eye on. I'm keeping an eye on Nimue.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a baby, obviously.
She's sitting with her new bestie, so
I'm just a little child. I need someone to look after me.
Yeah.
Harmless little child.
It's not like he's gonna be sitting there like drinking, like just staring at her, making sure nothing
Well.
happens. I'll keep it like.
What else else is he gonna do?
He has binoculars.
No, like the kind you get at the opera.
Yeah, and like a
Oh,
beer
yeah.
hat with like a
Uh-huh.
tube.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
All right, so you find that they are serving hot buns spread with pates, diced fruit and pickles, cheese stuffed fried mushrooms as well. And then there's a variety of brews and ales available.
Sinead would wait for the tender to come by, and order herself an ale.
Okay, so you bartender server, whatever the word is, I don't know, comes up. She's a dwarf, 3'8". She's got braided hair, red hair. She's wearing a fine linen suit of sort. Not really a suit, but sort of a uniform. She says, "What could I get for ya?"
Just a regular ale, I suppose.
One ale it is.
And then something for my friend here. And she'll look at Nimue.
Do you have any wine?
Yes, we have some wine from the Dragonfire down south.
I will take some wine. Perhaps, Sinead, would you like some mushrooms?
Mushrooms? What sort of mushrooms?
They have cheese in them.
Cheese mushrooms? I've never had such a thing.
Well, then you should try it.
We'll get that as well.
Cheese mushrooms, of course.
I feel like Nimue is just like the kid who just sits and like picks all the cheese out of the center and nibbles on it.
Sounds exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mars is also gonna order an ale and the stuffed mushroom. 'Cause that sounds good in real life.
When Krigga sees Marzander start to order an ale, Krigga just holds up his hands and shakes his head. He says, and he asks for a list of all the ales, and then he orders 2 of each. And now he looks completely satisfied. He puts his feet up on a chair.
Okay, so the server writes all your orders down and she leaves for the moment. So Red, you're scanning the room when you notice Froth once again. The Githyanki bounty hunter who is looking for you. She has entered the area into the bar, tavern. She seems to be scanning the rooms. Or not the rooms, the room. Looking for presumably you.
Would I be able to try to hide like behind the door and stealth?
Yeah, you could hide behind the door.
You want me to roll for it?
Yep.
You said I had 2 advantages? Right?
I believe so. You have at least one.
Well, just to make sure, I'm going to go ahead and use the one or one of my advantages.
Okay, what'd you roll? You rolled a
14.
14. So let's see.
But I wasted one on that. Rolling a 6 and an 8.
Quality.
I'll find my colored die. Change it to red.
So Broth continues to scan around the area, but she doesn't seem to notice you. It doesn't look like she wanted to stay for too long, and she's already out the door.
Remind me again why. I know why she's looking for me, right?
You do not know what she's looking
Okay.
for you. You've completely forgot.
Yep. Okay. Oh, yeah.
But the rest of you see Marzander just jump up from the table and begin to hide for seemingly no reason.
Do I notice Broth?
Were you looking at the door, the area, like outside the door?
No.
Then no.
She didn't come inside. She just kind of like peeked in and fucked off then.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
All right.
Z, you okay there, buddy?
I think so, yes. Thought it was a spider on the wall.
So you're afraid of spiders now, lad. Oh, this gets better and better. You were always so entertaining. Now sit your ass down, let's drink.
Will do.
Okay, so the server comes back with your orders. She messed up Rad's. She forgot the cheese. Or Marzander, sorry. She forgot the cheese.
Is it just cheese that's in it, or is there other stuff? That's
It's just the
or is it
mushrooms.
just... I don't mind that. I'm fine with that. As long as I got an ale to go with it.
So you find the food to be excellent, as well as the drinks.
I would like to cast message.
Okay.
And I pull like from my little pouch, a little piece of copper wire out, and I kind of look because I noticed Mars acting a little strange. And Mars, in your head, you hear Nimwe's voice come into your mind. And she says to you, did you see something, Mars? Don't act strange. Just think. I'll know what you say.
He will respond in his head. It was that other Githyanki from before looking for me.
Okay. She's gonna look to Sinead, and say, you excuse me for a minute, Sinead? I'm afraid I need to use the restroom.
Nate will nod and sort of just say, right then, I'll save your spot.
Very well. I would like to go out. Is there like a side door to this place?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'd like to go out to the side door of this place, and I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself. And I just want to look like an amalgamation of like just like the commoners that I've seen around here. Just very basic, very
Random person.
random ass person. And I would like to see if I see Froth.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay, so you see Broth. She's in the town square-ish area. She seems to be interviewing people, or at least speaking to people, not necessarily interviewing. Not anyone in particular that you notice.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way over there to her. How long does Disguise Self last? Like quite a minute, right?
while,
an hour.
right?
Yeah, an hour. An hour with this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over there and just kind of like look at her very curiously. Like I've never seen something like her before. So I'm just kind of like being very obvious about staring at her while she's trying to talk to other people.
Okay, so you're gonna try to eavesdrop on her
Oh no, I'm
conversation?
being very
Okay.
obvious that I'm like I'm
Oh,
oogling
okay.
her like you're an outsider. You look
Oh, okay.
funny. Yeah, she's not being sneaky right now.
Okay. So Froth finishes her conversation with the other commoner, and she does take notice of you. And seeing as she has not spoken to you before, she will aggressively walk up to you, presenting a picture of Marzander, and say, "Have you seen this Githyanki?"
What is a Githyanki?
"It is my kin."
That's why you look so funny.
She is taken aback by that statement, and she becomes somewhat more aggressive.
Nimue is like cool as a fucking cucumber right now. She's just staring up at her like, you big weird bitch. Why are you so angry?
"Have you seen him or not?
Why are you looking for him?
He is wanted by Queen Locketh.
Who's that?
She is our queen."
Oh. And what'd he do? Something bad?
"Desertion."
What's that? What's that mean?
He fled from his official duties.
And what's that? His official duties.
Cleaning the Queen's Dragon's chamber pots.
Well, that sounds like a pretty shitty job, doesn't it?
It is.
Why would he do that for? I feel like that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Let me see that picture again.
All right, so you snatch it from her hands.
Yeah, I definitely do. He's a funny looking fella. Just like you. So weird. Where are you from?
I was born here, but we live in the astral plane.
Oh, what's that like?
There's nothingness thousands of miles. Dead corpses of gods. Strange creatures. My arch nemesis, the mind players.
And what do you
Once
do?
I search for Githyanki who have lost their way. We wish to bring them home.
What happens to them when you bring them home? The deserters.
That is up to Queen Vlakith. She is our queen, of course. She decides that.
So you must be pretty smart, huh?
I have lived for thousands of years. I have known things. Why do you say these?
I don't know. You just seem like maybe you're kind of smart. She like looks down at the picture again. I feel like I would know if I saw this guy, but I haven't really seen him around here. He's a really strange looking man. Have you had any luck so far? Any leads?
None yet, but I will find him. I will bring him back to Queen Vlakith.
You got a lot of determination, lady. I feel like maybe you could do this.
She takes the picture back from you.
When she takes the picture, Nimue is gonna hold really tightly to one corner and pray that it tears as she does it.
Okay, let me see. We'll do the old 1d2.
Ye old 1d2.
Alright, one's a tear, two's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Son of a bitch. Hey, I wasn't done looking at that yet.
If you find him, I will be heading to Evening Star.
Evening Star. Okay. Well, I'll let you know if I see him around. Good luck.
She walks away and begins to look for the next.
As she's walking away, this is probably a terrible idea. I don't care. I lost my mind.
It's gotta be brilliant. Go with it.
I'd like to cast Charm Person on her. But I feel like this is a bad idea. I probably am making a bad decision here.
Well, let's see what it says here.
It didn't work for me last night.
It says, so this is my thing, and I'm curious on your ruling with this, Duro, because it doesn't say anything about like if I cast it and like it doesn't work on her, I would assume she doesn't know, but if I cast it on her and then it when it breaks, she's gonna know, kind of deal. But if I cast it and I fail, will she realize that I tried to cast it?
So the components here say voice and somatic. So you're going to be saying something loud enough for her to hear it because it's within 30 feet.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot range. It's not like I have to yell it at her. I just like turn around and I do like a fitty kadivri.
Let's see. So somatic is the hand wave you have to do. So if I let you do it where you're sort of silent, then that makes it sort of like the sorcerer metamagic, or the metamagic. or you can go do the silent spell.
I think she would still say it. She would just wait until she got a little bit further and kind of like whisper it under her breath and do like some like little witchy shit like, see me.
You can't just like, as you're waving, say, okay, bye. That wouldn't work.
No, that wouldn't work.
Mm-mm.
It has to be very specific. Like the whole dance.
Swing your camera around and
Sure.
around.
We'll see with the stealth roll. Do a stealth
A stealth roll?
Stealth roll. Yeah.
Ooh.
Or let's see. Well, let's do a sleight of hand.
Okay. Ooh, still. All right, here we go. I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna use my advantage on this.
Okay.
I didn't even need it. I
Oh.
rolled a fucking dirty 20 straight out the gate.
Oh, wait, it's okay.
I'll roll again. Ooh, the second roll. We won't talk about that.
Okay, so she would not notice you cast it. Now I need to roll for her wisdom save. But she has a +3 in.
Yeah, I figured it would be high.
Okay. She does not save. So you have charmed her for the next hour.
Outstanding. Well done.
So she will regard you as a friend for the next hour.
Very cool.
But when it ends, she will know
That's
that you
fine.
charmed.
Because I'm also
Sure.
disguised right now. So I'm gonna like flag her back down. Hey, wait, I forgot. I think I might know something.
She turns around and she says, "Oh, it's you again."
Yeah, don't you remember me?
Yes, I remembered you.
Do you want to be my friend? Let's be friends. I need more friends. Gets lonely out here, you know?
What does being a friend entail?
Well, I don't know. Like hugging. We could like hold hands down the street. You could pat me on the back and tell me I'm doing a really great job. And she like turns her shoulder at her and smiles.
Well, this seems very strange to me.
That's okay. Feelings can be weird at first. I know. Anyways, do you want to come with me? I really want to show you something. Since we're friends now, I can show you something, right?
I really have to be looking for this.
Don't worry.
Alexander.
I'll help you. Let's come on. It'll just take a minute.
I suppose we haven't had much luck finding him.
So I would like to like lead her behind a building. And I don't know how you want to go about this, but I would like to try and steal that memory of her searching for Marsander from her. I would like to gift this to my queen.
Okay. So
You ever had a scalp massage?
I feel like Nimue has turned into some kind of weird, creepy life coach right now.
I'm a
I like
fucking
it.
straight up goblin.
I love this. I've never been more in love with you than right this moment. This is the greatest moment of my life.
I told you I was on one.
I know. I believed you.
I really thought that you were going to like get that save and I was just going to be like on my merry way because I know that they have like high wisdom. Wow, this is so risky biscuits.
yeah. So I'll have to work out the specifics later, but for right now,
Okay.
I will make a wisdom saving throw. let's see. What's the DC?
My spell DC is 12.
Okay.
Just an FYI, you just got an advantage creep.
Oh! Thanks, Bones.
I want this to work really bad.
Oh, I pushed it one too many times. So
Calm down, Turo.
that's an 18. It didn't do anything when I clicked it. And then when I clicked it again, it didn't do anything. And then they both came out at the same time. So it looks like she will save from this memory steal.
Hmm. Damn. Okay. You think I could see that picture again?
She pulls out the picture from, I guess she was still holding it. Why do you want to see it?
Well, since we're friends now, I'd really like to help you. I got some friends around here. You know, I've been around here for a long time and know a lot of people. And I could show this to my people and see if they've heard of this guy. And then I could bring it back to you.
Are they far?
A little bit, but don't worry about it. I won't lose your picture. We're best friends now, remember? We're friends.
I will wait here for your return.
Okay, that sounds great. I'll see you soon. Be safe. And she just scurries off with the picture. Hey, Master of Dungeons, welcome in. Thanks so much for that raid. So I'm immediately gonna return to the inn, but I'm gonna make sure that I take some way that woman has no idea where I went.
Okay, well, once you get inside, she won't be able to see you at all.
So I'm gonna return to the inn. Before I go in, I'm kind of gonna step off to a little dark alleyway kind of deal and turn back into me. And then go into the inn and kind of very awkwardly stomp up to Sinead. Well, I think we should go join the private room with the gentleman.
Is everything all right there?
Yes, but I think perhaps we should speak in private.
Sinead, being so socially inept, is very confused as to what is happening. But she just kind of sort of shrugs and grabs her ale and those delicious little cheese-filled mushrooms and says, right then, after you.
She's gonna lead them back into the room. Did you shut the door, Brad, or is it still open?
No, it's still open.
Yeah, she's gonna once she's in and Sinead's in, she's gonna shut the door. Is there a lock on the door?
Yes.
Yeah, she locks it. She's very paranoid right now.
Okay, this room is made for people who want discreet conversations.
Beautiful.
So, exactly what it's for.
First thing Mars is going to see as he's taking the last bite of his mushroom is going to look up at Sinead's mushroom and see that there's cheese on it. Be like, they did have cheese.
That's my cheese. Get your own cheese.
Don't worry, I won't steal your cheese.
Good, because I'll bash your head in.
Okay, so the two of you are in this private room.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Nimue is going to approach Mars and pull the picture out and hand it to him. I found this, Mars. I borrowed it from a very strange-looking woman. I think you should probably get rid of this.
I shall. I'm going to go ahead and rip it down long ways. Just going to rip it. Here, let me demonstrate.
Nimue is going to kind of address everybody. It seems as though our friend, the Githyanki woman, is back looking for Mars. She said she's on her way to Evening Star. Isn't that where we're going?
That is, in fact, where we're going.
Yes. Well, she's here now. And she's waiting for a complete stranger right this very moment to bring her that picture back that I just gave to Mars. I believe she might be a bit of an issue.
I would say so.
Mars, I don't mean to pry, but I did ask her a lot of questions. Currently, this moment, she's perhaps charmed by me. Let's not worry about it. Well, not me, another me. And then, like, she's kind of like her mind just leaves her for a minute. Yeah, anyways, I feel as though we should maybe dispatch of her is that a word we could use? She's here trying to take Mars away from us. I wouldn't want Mars to go anywhere. Well, he's my friend. And besides that, because you're a deserter, Mars, is what she said. Because you cleaned dragon poop in the astral plane? Is this true? I wouldn't judge you for being a deserter for such a thing. It's, as I told her, it sounds like a horribly shitty job. She's very serious about it, though. How do we feel, everybody?
Well, sounds like we need to have this taken care of here now.
Yes, I do agree. I feel as though Mars is quite integral to our current missions. He's quite helpful, even if, you know, he's a little different than us.
Well,
Even though I'm a poop scooper.
It's okay, darling. No one could smell it on you.
my question then is, if we take care of this one, well, who's to say that more won't come, and in greater number?
I mean, that's very fair. Yes. They're probably going to send more. Yes, I'm not sure. But she's not going to stop, and she seems to be going the same direction as us, so we're going to continually run into her. It is an imminent issue, perhaps more important than the dragon druids in the forest who can't seem to stop crying.
Sinead is going to sigh, and seeing how paranoid and frantic Nimue seems to be, she's going to put her ale down and the mushrooms down, and she will look to Mars and say, if you touch these, it's your head who's getting bashed in next. I promise you that there. And she's going to look to Krigga and say, right, suppose we ought to take care of this then. And she will pull the mace off her belt.
Did you tell Mars not to touch your mushroom?
Yeah, well, she goes and takes care of this fucking problem for you.
Oh, you three are just going? And
Well, Sinead's going. Whether you come with her or not is your decision. Sinead's like already like turning around, like mace in hand, just like really like sort of like, oh, God damn it.
A question.
Uh-huh.
Is disposing of this individual appropriate?
Well,
have they done wrong? Have they transgressed us as of yet?
She's trying to take Mars away.
that is a good point there. And
But as of yet, has she done anything?
She's going to take him away, Krigga. She told me. She told me point blank she's going to take him to their queen. She sounds like a horrible woman.
Does that mean in the future that anytime we hear something we don't like or somebody that's going to do something that we don't like, that we will dispose of them as well?
Well, depends on what we don't like about it.
Yes, if they're trying to take our friend. What if someone was here trying to take Sinead away?
I would probably bash their brains in first, but fair enough.
Exactly. And what would you do, Krigga, if someone was trying to take Sinead away? I know she's very important.
I would watch Sinead bash their brains in.
And would that be an appropriate response for you?
It would, because she would take care of the problem. But in that instance, they were actively attempting it.
And hypothetically, what if she was incapacitated and they were trying to take her away? What would you do then, Krigga?
Well, then I would bash their heads in. But once
yes.
again,
Well,
they would actively be engaging in the taking away. This person is simply searching for Mars.
She's going to take him away. She told me. Would you like to go eavesdrop? I could go back to her and have more conversations with her if you like.
I have a solution to this.
Please.
Yes, lass.
Mars, come with me.
I'll look at Nimue, and then I'll look back at Sinead. All right.
If she sees you, she's going to try and take you away, and then I have reason to bash her brains in. So let's just get this over with.
If you would like, I could take her somewhere a bit more, more inconspicuous. She is just like waiting behind a building right now, but I could convince her to go into the woods.
Oh.
She's charmed right now. She'll do whatever I want. We're friends.
Right.
She's my best friend, actually.
Well,
she looks very proud of this for some reason.
Sinead looks a little offended, like, oh, okay, I thought we were besties, but pop off, I guess. Sinead will say, right, you do what you need to do. Me and Mars will go ahead and meet up with you both. And we'll see her try and grab Mars, and we'll see how fast I can swing my mace on her head.
And Krigga, what will you do? Just sit here and attend to the alcohol, I guess?
No, ma'am, I will be with you.
I think that's a very nice idea. 1 minute, and she like casts disguise, like gives herself a little tap and like disguises again back to what she was just disguised as, like this little fucking just common ass bitch, basic bitch, if you will. Okay, well, this is just follow me, but not too closely because I wouldn't want her to see you yet, Mars. I'm just gonna, see. I'll let her know that I found the person and I told them to meet me in the woods, and then everything will be fine. And she just like panic scurries out the door.
I still have just the picture ripped up in my hands.
So yeah, I'm gonna go back to Froth. Like a frothy latte?
No.
That's what I wrote. Damn.
Like I'm frothing over.
Froth.
Aridin?
Braath.
It's more of a
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep calling her Froth.
I go back to latte. She's still just like hunkered down in that same spot, like she'll return any minute now.
Okay. What else? What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say before the three of us head out, I'm gonna look at the barkeep or whatever. I'm gonna toss them an extra gold and say, keep that room for us.
Keep
Make
it
sure no
warm.
one goes in it. Yeah.
Okay. So Nimue, in her disguise, goes back to Froth where she is still standing behind the building, expecting you to return.
I'm back. I've made it back. See, friend. You and me. It's you and me.
Friend? I've never had a friend.
Well, you do now. Isn't that great? Do you feel different?
I don't know.
So I found my friends and I showed them the picture. And I think they know where we can find the guy. And we're going to meet them out there. Do you want to come with me to go? What did you say his name was? The face, it really threw me off. I can't remember the name.
His name was Marsander.
Yes. Okay. Marsander. Mars. We'll just call him Mars. That's a great name. Out in that direction, that little patch of woods, we're going to meet out there because they have more information for you. Come on now. We got to hurry because they're on their way now. And before she can like say anything, like Nimue is just like, whoop, like just scurrying off.
Okay, so Vroth is following you in tow.
Yeah, I'm so wherever I realize that there's like the closest patch of woods, basically like some basic coverage for us to deal with the situation without accidentally having like a random commoner like stumble upon us like fucking up this Githyanki woman like a bunch of nut jobs.
Yeah, you don't want to be banished again.
No.
So what you're saying is you don't want any other basic bitches seeing what we're gonna do?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the only basic bitch here watching you guys jump a Githyanki.
Fair.
As we approach, I'm gonna try to stay like hidden as possible until
Probably smart.
I need to.
Okay, so the town isn't that large, so it is easy to get to the closest patch of the forest. So you go probably like maybe 100 feet into the forest,
Yeah, that's fair.
and you look around, you don't see anyone nearby. Well, where's everyone at?
No, they should be here any minute now.
Yeah, I think we're probably heading in about this time, I would guess.
I would Sorry, give me 1 second to read through this real quick.
I'll probably stay like 2 or 3 trees, or 1 or 2 trees back. Just trying to hide behind it.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy in the opposite direction of which I know my party is coming, and I want it to. It's just gonna sound like footsteps coming towards us.
Okay, so you can create harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
I can also create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range. Like rumble of thunder, cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. Could that also be like footsteps?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. I'm trying to distract her so my pals can get the jump on her.
So you could probably like combine 2 of them. You could do the harmless tremors with the sound of.
Yeah, because I could cast it up to 3 times in a row, right? Like I can have 3 effects going at once.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So you begin to create this foot-like or step-like sound.
Oh, I think they're coming from over there. And she's like pointing in that direction, but also like starting to step backwards.
Okay, so she begins to walk that way towards the footsteps that she hears. When do the other three show up? Right now?
Yeah, I would think right
Yeah,
now.
I would suppose so. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just staying behind just a little bit.
Oh, Sinead will be pushing you forward because she needs this woman to see you.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
That's,
Never
that's,
mind.
That's
Yeah.
Krigga's issue as well. He's not going to do anything without some kind of visible threat.
Provocation, yeah.
You have your mask down, right?
Yeah, my mask is down.
Okay.
It's always down.
So
So
Ross?
what are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah, what are you doing?
Can I look behind and I'm like,
Sinead's walking up. She's like kind of like pushing Mars along, like fuck, she's just gonna have to do it. Sinead's gonna call out, right. Heard that you're looking for someone.
she notices Marzander and she draws her sword.
But would she notice me because I have my mask on?
You just
You said
cut it off.
Yeah, you set it off.
No, it's always on.
oh, I said he had it on.
I asked you. You said you had it off.
No, you said is it down? Or no, what'd you say? Up?
Is it down? Can they see you?
Yeah, it's always on. Like it's always on my face.
Yeah, I think you both took a different meaning of the word down there.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like Duro. He's like Ghost. Okay, he doesn't show his face.
Oh,
Inappropriate
okay.
for him.
Yeah. You saw the
I
picture.
see.
Well, I mean, if somebody is saying that, I think it's safe to assume that this is in fact Marzander. I think that's.
Well, I will say, okay, for this purpose, I will say I will lift up my mask so that she can see me. Does that work?
Okay.
There's a little
draw-
like peekaboo.
She draws her sword.
Sinead's gonna draw her mace and then step in front of Mars.
Krigga will step up as well.
Marzander, you are under arrest for crimes against Queen Vlokith.
And you're here to take me away?
Yes.
I do not wish to go.
She begins to step forward towards you.
Sinead's gonna say, "Well, that's enough for me," and she's gonna go ahead and cast Sacred Flame.
All right. Let's get the initiative counter.
Oh, okay. Red die. Got it. I got 20.
I got a 6.
Dirty 20, I should say.
I got a 14.
14 for Krigga as well.
We match.
Of course.
Okay. 14. This is not changing it.
Cursed.
Marzander got a 20, right?
Yep.
That's how we got.
Dirty 20.
And Nimue got
A 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're so
Well,
good.
Looks
Great,
like
rolling
you're
so many initiatives. I don't like that.
looks like you're all going before. Froth. Okay, Marzander.
Woo!
Did she get the sacred flame off before initiative?
Yeah, can I do
No.
that? I can't.
You could have
Oh.
done it if you guys would have attacked her when I was distracting her
Yeah, you
ass.
had such a good plan.
I had
You had
this.
such a good plan, but it
Krigga
just
was
wasn't going to
making-
work.
Krigga was making me be a good girl. And
Yep. He was.
I have to have no moral ambiguity. I'm lawful good.
Well,
That's
since
fair.
I'm going first, I'm gonna go ahead and get my short bow, and I'm gonna shoot her.
Okay. That's a five. That's a one.
One.
Okay.
I
we're
can't see without my
skipping
mask.
Your depth perception's all off.
Yeah.
it. Does Krigga or Nimue want to go first?
Let Nimue go since she's casting.
You mean
Then what?
Sinead?
Sinead.
Or I mean
Sinead?
Sinead. Yeah, Sinead. I meant,
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'll go.
Sorry. You guys usually have your character names next to your
Okay.
so I messed it up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, it's fine.
Sorry.
Jeez.
I have an advantage, don't I?
Yeah.
I think you have.
Yeah. I think I have several, in fact. I'm going to go
Yeah,
ahead
I
and
think
use
it's
an
three.
advantage.
Okay, cool. You have one.
Well, I rolled a nat 20. So here's my damage 2d8. Wait, no, I take it back. I don't have to roll on that. That's a wasted 20. It's a DC.
Oh,
That's right, it is.
I'll give you
Uh,
that. Can I give her that
thank-
advantage back, Duro?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a bit wasted.
I just got really excited. To DC 13 for Dex. You're probably gonna make this. I hope you fail. I hope you roll a 1. Please roll a 1. You son of a bitch.
17.
I specifically told you to roll a 1, Duro.
God, weren't you listening?
Golly.
I'll pull up the 1d2 next time for that.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, Krigga.
All right, Krigga's going to rush forward and use his Warhammer, and he will use an advantage too, just to support Sinead and her attempted use of an advantage. And he's got lots anyway.
Very much.
Oh, it's a 25.
Nice.
25 to hit, 10 damage.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right. It is Nimue's turn.
Thanks, Razzie. You got another advantage, Bones.
It's a baby.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. The 21.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Where's my D10? 4, 6.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's a 9. Sorry. Wow. Why are those?
Oh,
Why are you like this? Sorry, I can't read these dice apparently.
okay. So it is Vroth's turn. She will strike at Krigga with her great sword. That's an 11.
That will miss.
Let's do the multi-attack. That is also an 11. Okay.
Nice.
Where was that when you were fucking saving against my DC?
I don't know. It's Marzander's turn again.
Seeing how I missed so badly, I'm gonna go ahead and pull down, back down my mask, and then take another shot at her.
Yeah, did you shoot blind? Put down your mask before you started shooting?
Yeah, pretty much. I wasn't used to a full visual.
His glasses. He can't see without his glasses.
Oh, the world
glasses.
frightens and confuses me.
11.
That will not hit.
Cool.
All right. Sinead.
I have
Got it right
flavor.
this time.
I have flavor.
Okay.
Sinead is going to take out her alms box and she will open it up to reveal a small incense in which she will sort of make a hand gesture at this woman as she's holding it, and her prayer wheel's in there as well. And she will mutter in Celestial as she marks her life for termination. I'm going to use my channel divinity, Eyes of the Grave. That's my full action. I am cursing her until the end of my next turn. The next time I or myself or an ally of mine hits her with an attack, it's vulnerable to all attack damage, all of the attacks damage.
Nice.
So I guess it's just max damage at that point.
Well, if it's max damage, then it'll be 50% more max damage.
But that's what it says. So the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage. Would it not?
That means they take 50% more damage.
Okay, gotcha. And then the curse ends. So, and then Sinead will look at Krigga and say, "Don't miss."
It is now Krigga's turn.
Krigga will not miss.
You have
Yeah, he'll miss.
advantages. You have 3 advantages, Sig.
I know. Yeah, I'll use one of those.
Okay. You're going to hit now with that.
Believe in you.
You got an 18 on that.
Well, I don't even need to roll the damage then, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, there you go.
So 7. So that's +4. That will be an 11. Okay. It is now Nimwe's turn.
Yeah, we'll do another Eldritch Blast. That is an 11. I don't think that's gonna hit.
No, it won't, unfortunately. It's a lot of 11s. I rolled 2 11s, I think. Yeah, I did. You rolled 1. All right. It is now Froth's turn again. She will try to hit. She will. She's pretty smart. She'll Misty Step past Krigga to get to the back line, and will attack Marzander. Great sword swing.
Bring it on, lady. Oh.
So that's a 14. I didn't say advantage, so it's a
That
four-
hits.
okay, 14 hits. You will take you will take 19 damage
Holy.
as the
19.
Yeah, 19 damage.
And I'm down.
So her sword is infused with psychic energy, which allows her to deal increased damage. I need you to make your first death save, please.
Where's it at? There it is. 12.
Okay, you make your first one. Okay,
Nice.
Sinead, it is your turn.
Sinead's gonna look at Mars and say, "I'll get to you in a minute." And then am I in touch range of her?
Yes. You're
Okay.
with touch.
Okay, I am going to grab her and cast Inflict Wounds, and I am using an advantage, and this is a rolling spell. Okay, that's not good, so we're using our second roll. That's much better. That is 15 plus 5 for a dirty 20.
Okay, you're gonna hit her.
Outstanding. It's 3d10. So we've got a 6, a 4, and an 8.
Okay, 18.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you want to kill this woman?
Seeing Mars go down, she's Sinead's pissed. And she's going to reach for her and grab her shoulders and force her to look at Sinead. And in that same muttering voice she was using for the channel divinity, but this time in common, she will say, "It is time for you to stay dead." And then leeching necrotic wounds sort of kind of cascade down her body, and then back up again into her eyes. And then she will go lifeless.
Ooh.
All right, nice description there.
I did
Great
my best.
graphic.
Good night
Yes.
forever.
Nice.
I did it.
Yep. We have a dying Githyanki on the ground.
Yep, about that. Okay, here we go. Sinead will reach down to Mars and she will do.
Can I put like a healing potion in him? Like just beep, that work?
wait.
Or does that have to be a spell?
Little Bones can do Spare the Dying.
I can do Spare the
Oh.
Dying. I don't even have to do that. I can do Circle of Mortality. At first level, you gain the ability to manipulate the line between life and death. Oh, never mind. That's not
That
it,
is
but-
that
okay.
is Spare the Dying, but you can
Oh,
do
is
it
it?
as it says you can learn
Oh,
it and
Oh, I
you can
see.
do it to a range of 30 feet.
Okay, so I should hold off of using Circle of Mortality or Mortality. I should just use Spare the Dying. That's a cantrip for me then anyway. So I'll cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. You are now stable, but you're not conscious.
I'm gonna come over and after she casts that, kneel at his side and pour my health potion into his mouth.
Okay, you are
So
now
she brought me-
conscious.
So that's 1 hit point.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Oh, when Sinead got me up.
You are at 0, but you're stable.
Okay.
And it stops you from rolling death saves.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it does. It stops you from rolling death saves. You're not conscious, but you're not dying.
Okay.
So we just finished the battle. You guys need to go sleep, I assume, unless you
I
want
would like
go...
to rifle through her things.
Oh, okay.
While Nimue desecrates her body, Sinead is going to pray over her to ensure she meets her appropriate maker. Doing some Doom Guide stuff.
Thank you,
Okay.
Bleak, for that advantage for Rad.
Yes. Thank you, Bleak.
Now tell me what she's got on her.
Okay. Let's see. What would a Githyanki Bounty-Hunter have?
What about that fancy little sword she's got?
Okay, so she has a silvered great sword. It is intricately designed. It has rubies strewn about it, so even if you don't want to use it, it would fetch quite the price.
Nimue looks around to the party. Could anybody use this?
Krigga shakes his head.
What was it again? I'm sorry.
A great sword.
Yes,
Oh,
it is a great sword.
Can Sinead use a great sword?
Oh,
No.
think Mars.
I can't.
Nope.
Are you saying this just to punish me for being best mod?
You should have been a forged cleric instead.
Ooh.
You're the one who suggested
actually, you know
the
what?
domain of the grave.
I didn't know that you'd want to use a great sword.
Yeah, but it's cool looking.
Under my proficiencies on Roll20, it does say greatsword.
Well, I guess Rad.
What class are you again?
I'm rogue.
Rogues don't get great sword proficiency.
That's what it says.
20 sites every story. Welcome in. Hello, raiders. Thank you so much for that raid.
Hello. Let's see.
It's a good channel name.
Yeah, I'm looking on.
You are proficient in simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords. And I said it's a great sword.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take great sword off of this.
Krigga could technically use it, but it's just too big for him. He's not interested. It's not his thing.
We could just sell it.
Yeah, Nimue is gonna look to everyone after they're all just kind of like staring at her and say, "Oh, well, it's probably for the better that we get rid of this. I'm sure it's quite a recognizable sword." As she's like turning it over and noticing all this like carving and these gems in it. Though I do believe it could fetch us quite a nice coin, which would help us along on our adventures.
Oops, didn't mean to click that.
I could just put it in my bag for now. She's gonna tuck it away into the bag of folding. Does she have any coin on her?
Sure. She'll have 30 gold pieces.
30,000 gold pieces. Nice.
Why do you think you got down so easily?
She's gonna take the gold and tuck it away in her bag, but she's not being secretive about it at all. We could just consider this gold for things that we may need on our adventures. I'll keep it in the bag of holding since it's quite useful.
Sinead will nod over this.
I would like to inform you guys that I have 420 gold right now.
Outstanding. Right on.
One more appears in your pocket.
Sinead will take it from off your hands. Eat it. Eat the gold piece.
Okay, that's fine.
Sinead will wait for Nimue to finish. But she will, once she does, she will start dragging the body a little bit further into the woods.
You also, let's do this. You also, in her pouch, you find a strange a helmet.
Ooh.
Mm.
What's it look like?
It looks like just like a band that goes around your head. It also connects to the front.
Nimue tries it on. Is it pretty? Is it shiny?
It is. It seems to be made of silver as well.
Oh. Yeah, I try it on.
Okay, it seems to magically form to your head.
You see like a look of panic wash over me.
Sinead's like, it's okay.
I don't think I can take it back off. She's gonna attempt to take it off.
Okay, it slips off your head.
She like stares at it. Did I feel any different when I put it on?
No, you didn't feel any different. Marzander, I want you to roll a history check to see if you still know what this is.
Good to go. History, where that's in H's. Would make sense. 17, so 19 altogether.
Okay, so you recognize this as a spell jamming helm. It is what Githyanki used to power and control their ships, which allows them to traverse the different planes of existence.
There's a ship somewhere. Do you share this information?
Yes, I do.
Oh. Well, that could be quite interesting. Perhaps we should hold on to this.
I will retcon what I said. You do feel something as you have it on your head. It feels like pins and needles, like you would feel in your arms or legs, but it doesn't hurt you. It just feels strange.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to the bag as well.
Okay.
The collective bag of shit that I now have.
I should write that down so I don't forget.
All right, I wrote it down.
Doesn't sound like your name is Duro. What was it called?
The Spelljammer
Spelljammer helmet?
Spelljammer
Yeah,
helm.
Spelljammer helm.
Okay. Should we do something with the body?
Nate's already dragging it.
And what precisely did you have in mind?
I'm gonna give her a burial.
This seems like a good idea. I could help.
Yeah, Krigga will go help.
I would assume so.
I will not help.
Mars.
I'm just kind
He,
of
like,
on the
looks up-
ground.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
No, he's got like 6 hit points back or 9
No,
hit
he had
points.
9.
back.
It's fine. You're fine.
It's
Okay, fine.
it's
I'm like rolled over a little bit, kind of starting to get it.
She will kind of call over to Mars and say, right, back on your feet now. I've killed her for you. You're gonna help me bury her.
All right. Thank you for helping me out.
Really, you ought to be thanking Krigga. He's the one who allowed me to do it.
Thank all of you for helping with this.
As she started dragging this body, she is praying feverishly, almost in a way that would make Sinead look more of a fanatic than a cleric. But there is like certainly like a panic in her voice. Not out of fear of being caught, but out of fear of not praying enough to ensure that Kalmbor helps her send her back to her maker. And then in the middle of that, she'll look up to Mars and say, "What god do you pray to?"
I don't think I gave him one to believe in.
Would there be a common god or deity that that Githyanki would pray to in general?
No, because their life is devoted to Queen Blocketh.
Mm-hmm.
So they have no maker to meet at depth.
As far as I know, yes. I think they just get sent to the astral plane to do whatever they do there.
And Mars would know this and relay this to Sinead,
Yeah.
I would assume. Okay. Sinead will sort of pause her prayers and say, well, I guess to Celestian she'll go then in my prayers, because that's the closest thing I can get to that. And then she'll continue her praying until they're further back into the woods enough that she would feel comfortable in making a grave.
Oh, I'll also say I wouldn't make you drag her. I would be the one dragging her, carrying her, so that you didn't have to pull her.
Well, thank God, because Sinead has a -1 to her strength modifier. She's like, oh. But in all seriousness, Sinead does take this moment very seriously. This is like her first real chance to allow someone or to pray over someone and to do the work of her fellow clerics and what she wishes to become.
So, just a lore clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Githyanki, who do not, and other creatures who do not follow a god, they get sent as faithless to the city judgment, where they will wait on the wall of the faithless until a god decides to take ownership of them.
And in Sinead's studies, would she know this?
Yes.
Okay. I guess, would it be safe to assume that we found an appropriate spot to go ahead and bury her?
Yes. Do you have shovels?
Anybody got a dungeoneering bag? No.
Crowbar.
Crowbar count?
Yeah.
I guess it could be used as a prying bar or a digging bar, I guess.
To loosen up the dirt a little bit and then just move it.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be a shallow grave, but a grave nonetheless. Well, I have a question for you then, Duro.
Yes.
Can I use Sacred Flame to burn a body?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's flame-like radiance.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You could destroy, I would say, inanimate objects with it.
This is certainly inanimate. Then Sinead will go ahead and do that. And as she does, she will then correct herself in her prayers and send her to be judged.
Yep. To the city judgment.
Krigga will stop digging a hole now and just look at Schned like, really?
I'm also like hitting the ground with a crowbar.
She's learning. This is a learning moment for her. But she is taking this extremely seriously and trying to do everything as perfectly as she was taught. And once she is finished, she will sort of step back and look at what she's done. And then she will look back at Mars, and her expression is very hardened. And she will say to him, I really, truly hope that this is the last Githyanki I have to kill for you. That any of us have to kill for you.
Would hope that it is as well.
Is there anything left after she burns her? Like, are there like bones or like a dust thing, like bone dust?
Yeah, let's say
A tooth?
A bone. Yeah, bone dust. Yeah, there
Like
could
she
be
was
some teeth
cremated?
left. Yeah, there's some particles left. You're gonna take some?
I gotta wait until everyone starts walking away, because I don't want to get in trouble with my new friend Sinead, because I don't think she would like that very much.
She wasn't wearing like any.
That body.
Exactly.
She wasn't wearing any like jewelry or anything.
It's probably melted by this point.
True. Yeah.
Wait, I have her fancy hat. Don't worry.
Krigga will give Sinead a well done last as we leave this little area.
She doesn't say anything to you, Krigga, after that. She is very inward. She takes us extremely... this is a very powerful moment for her because this is her first time, like, really, like, other than undead that they faced, is killing a person, be it Githyanki or not.
So I would say she's pretty preoccupied right now as she's walking away.
Yeah, take your weird bone dust. This is the only time you'll ever get a chance to do it in front of Sinead.
Yeah. So like as they're like getting out of here, she's gonna take the little bag of sand that she has on her and she's gonna dump out the sand and scoop as much of the ash into it as she can. If she can get nearly all of it, that's what she's gonna do, and seal this little bag back up and put it back on her person.
Okay. Yeah, you get most of it.
Beautiful. Mars, are you watching this, or have you like fucked off?
I'm staying pretty close to you.
Okay. She's gonna stand up and put that in her bag and look up to Mars. I must admit, Mars, I was quite scared for you today.
Don't be scared. Everything finds a way of working out.
Yes, well, I have grown quite accustomed to you being around, and I would like to keep it that way if I can. Should we join the others?
Yes.
You can tell she's like kind of uncomfortable saying this out loud.
Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and hold out my hand. And then...
She like looks at it, but doesn't take it and moves forward.
Oh, I was like after you type
Oh,
thing.
okay. We're not there,
hands.
Mars.
Oh, yeah.
You know, someone you want to hold hands? It's kind of strange.
I'll just do like the awkward, like I'll just hold my
Got him, boys.
Okay, so the four of you, I assume will go back to the inn,
Mhm.
and you want to finish your food, I guess, because Marzander paid for that to keep the place warm.
Yep.
Sinead suddenly does not really have much of an appetite. So she's going to stop laughing at me, Duro. She's gonna go up to the barkeep and ask, how much is it for a place to stay? Or wait, have this been paid for by the people? Never mind then.
Yeah, the mayor paid for it.
We have
personally.
Do we have separate rooms, or it was Nimue and I in a room, and
There are
Nimue and
4 rooms.
Okay, great. Sinead is going to go into her room and lock the door, and she's going to take a prayer wheel out, and she is going to pray until she finds that she has atoned enough for the evening.
Okay, so what about the 3 of you?
I'm pretty sure Krigga has a few ales left to finish. So I'll finish those and then go to bed.
Okay.
See, I'm pretty sure there's the half-eaten stuffed mushroom right there.
Not my cheese!
Yeah, you find Sinead's cheesy mushroom still there on the table.
I just take a quick little bite to see how it tastes with cheese.
It definitely tastes better with the cheese on there.
Then I will finish it.
Nimue would be remaining with Mars for the evening, just kind of like wherever he is, she's right there.
Was it
Hanging
4
out.
rooms or 3?
We have 4 rooms, but
Well, we
if
have
you
an
want to
extra
share-
room.
Oh, yeah.
Can share if you want to.
Hey, Crispy, thanks for that raid. Welcome in, raiders.
Okay, so it is the next day. You can short rest if you still have hit points to do that. Marzander,
Mhm.
you don't want to walk around almost dead.
I'm clicking short rest is not doing anything.
Do you have
Hi, Bane.
hit dice to do?
Yeah.
Because we shouldn't have had battle since you long rested, at least not where you were injured. So you should have your 3d8, I believe, to
Yeah.
roll.
So
you
just
can
roll
get
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll regain those hit points.
I get
Well,
all
the
my
first one
spells
pretty
back,
much-
right, Duro?
Yes, you get your spells
Yeah.
back.
Good.
That first one pretty much put me back.
Okay, so now is the time to decide. Do you want to help this druid in the Emerald Enclave talk to the green druids who follow the green dragon? Do you want to help him, or do you want to continue on your way towards Evening Star?
I think we all had agreed to go talk to the druids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Nice. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right. So you find Thistle, the cat, waiting for you outside.
Sinead will be out there, I guess, waiting for anybody else in the party who hasn't arrived outside yet, unless we're all out there.
Yeah, I'm sure Krigga's met you by now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So Thistle begins to walk deep into the forest. As you make your way deeper into the forest, you notice that the trees grow closer together, creating a canopy of leaves that filters the sunlight and casts the forest floor into dampened shade. Thorny vines and creepers wind around the trunks and branches, creating a maze that seems to shift and change as you walk through it. The ground is uneven, with roots and rocks jutting up at odd angles, making it difficult to walk or run without trampling, or without tripping, sorry. You notice rabbits, squirrels, and birds that are unusually large. Their fur and feathers are a vibrant shade of green, and their eyes glow with an eerie light in the dark of the forest. They follow you at a close distance, watching your every move. As you draw nearer, you could assume, to the dragon's lair, where the green druids reside, you can feel the atmosphere change. The air grows heavy and oppressive with an acrid whiff, and the sounds of the forest grow quiet. After what feels like hours in the labyrinth-like foliage, you exit into a large open area where an ancient and massive oak tree rests. Its canopy provides ample shade, and its roots stretch out for hundreds of feet. Nearby the oak tree is a pond of shimmering green water. As you draw closer, you see that there is a hidden entrance carved into the base of the oak tree, with a set of stairs leading downward. The air is cool and damp, and small creatures scamper about, seemingly unbothered by your presence. As you move further in, you catch your first glimpse of the green druids. They are walking about as normal. They do not seem to notice your presence at first. It is mostly women and children in this area.
Nimue looks to Sinead.
Sinead sort of clears her throat then, awkwardly.
Sinead's the face. Nimwe's the mouth.
Do any of them approach or anything?
They notice you and they run in terror. The children and the women run to the back of the cavern which you're in.
Oh, that's not quite the response I was expecting.
Sinead's gonna call out to the cavern or into the cavern and say, all right, we're not trying to hurt you. We just wanted to speak with you.
An older woman stands up and says, "What do you want with us?"
Nothing. I just told you. We just wanted to talk with you. Apparently, there's some trouble about, and I think we're here to help.
She stands up fully, and she says, "You are not welcome here."
Well, why not? What did we do?
You are uninvited.
Right. But you all need the help. We're here to help. Uninvited or not. I understand you've got a problem. Would you like help or not?
At this moment, Thistle, the cat, walks forward, and the druids seem to, they notice her and seem to calm themselves. "I did not know you were with the Emerald Enclave."
Well, in a way we are. We're sort of acting as contracted agents of the Enclave. But again, it doesn't really matter because you've got troubles. Am I right?
You will speak with Galen. You will speak with Galen.
Who's Galen?
He's our elder.
All right. Where can I find him?
She points to a further chamber underneath the oak tree. "You must be quiet. Verdantia is still sleeping."
I don't know who any of these people are. I'm going to be honest with you. But if you say so, we'll be quiet. Quiet as a mouse. You can guarantee that. I'm one who can definitely be quiet.
Okay. As you move deeper into this layer, the tunnel gives way to large open caverns that are illuminated by glowing crystals embedded into the walls and ceilings. The caverns are filled with lush greenery, including ferns, vines, and exotic flowers. You can pick one if you want. Small streams and waterfalls run through the cavern, providing a serene atmosphere that belies the danger that lurks within. At the heart of the lair lies a massive chamber where Verdantia rests on a bed of soft moss and grass. The chamber is adorned with rare gems, sparkling crystals, and intricate tapestries depicting scenes from the natural world. You see Verdantia, the dragon of huge proportions. Her scales are a shimmering green. You see her slumbering on a pile of gold and gems. Standing next to her is a tall, muscular man with long flowing hair the color of autumn leaves.
Oh no.
You don't say.
Yeah. He wears a cloak made of leaves and carries a staff made from gnarled oak tree. Okay, so you approach, I assume,
Yeah.
this man standing next to the slumbering dragon.
Okay, so he's just a big beefcake standing next to a sleeping dragon.
Yeah.
He's that boy.
How far does my head have to tilt back to look up to him?
Very far.
Oh.
Beefy sad boys. Beefy hippie dudes, man. Does he smell like patchouli? What's his comeliness, Dara?
At least a 7.
That's kind
What
of low.
That's really fucking low.
Why is it so low?
I
At
don't know.
least a 7, though.
How do you gauge the comeliness of
Comeliness
someone?
is like first, second edition rules. It's on a
Yeah.
scale of 20, like
Yeah.
like stats.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. Obviously, the higher the
He's
number, the better.
sounding like maybe like an 18 at least.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I did not know.
Maybe a full 20.
Okay, we'll say he's 17.
Okay, all right.
Okay, that's good. It's still very
Yeah, I'll take-
handsome.
Sinead will take it.
Nima, you don't want a piece of that?
No. I mean, maybe her friend, but Nimue is just a little weirdo.
I love this. Does he say anything to us? This beefy sad boy? This beefy sad hippie boy?
He's sad.
I don't know. It's just my
Does he
type
have
is beefy
sad
sad boys.
eyes?
Yeah, what are his eyes like? Does he look...
Sure, he looks sad. Why not?
Oh, man.
Oh God.
Beefy sad boys are my type.
Nimue's just like looking at Sinead, looking at this mountain, and then looking back at Sinead like, oh no.
It's happening again.
This is happening again.
Sorry, Dura. We'll be good now.
Speak
Stop
for your
laughing.
fucking self.
Stop laughing. I'm trying to be good.
Okay, so unless you say something first, he'll say something.
Yep, Sinead's overcome with his comeliness.
I am Galen Oakhart, elder of the Green Druids and husband of Verdantia. Why have you come?
Well, I'm Sinead, cleric of Kelmvor from the temple in Skullcrag. And I husband, Anyway, we were told that you've got some problems here, with another group of individuals, and, I guess we're here to help you then.
I see you are with the Emerald Enclave. It is good to see you, Thistle.
Well-
Thistle gives a little nod, little cat nod.
Wow!
Oh my God, you're gonna kill Bones.
My head's
My
gonna
guys
explode.
are nodding cute cats. Jesus fucking Christ.
Anyway, this is a lot to take in. Sinead will correct him and say, well, Thistle's with the Enclave. We're just sort of helping the Enclave. Just because I just need to, have my moral compass right on track. as such. So anyway, what can I do to help you, Galen?
What makes you assume we need help from outsiders?
Well, you've been arguing with this other group of individuals for eons, it seems, and obviously you haven't sorted things out, even though you've got a third of the country and forest to share. That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, that seems appropriate to help out with, wouldn't you say there? You obviously haven't solved your problems yourself, so perhaps outsiders can come and assist you.
You seem to be mistaken.
Very rarely so that I am, so...
Long ago, the Huntsville royal family of Deadluck and our people came to an agreement where our borders lie. As of late, however, we have found an increasing amount of loggers cutting our trees so the farmland could be developed. We have spoken to Lady Amara of the Huntsville Silver family, but our words have fallen on deaf ears. It would seem that it is not us who have issues, it is with the Huntsilvers.
Right. So I'm going to try and give you some new perspective there, Galen. You're mad at these people because they're cutting down a few trees so that they might have farmland, so that they might eat. Have you ever heard the old expression of a chicken in every pot?
I'm not familiar with such words.
Yeah, well, that's probably because I just made it up just now. But in my view of the world, a few trees for a little farmland. What is the greater good there? Wouldn't you want these people to be able to eat just as well as you can? Seems a bit rude if you don't.
You begin to hear the sound of trickling gold as it clanks against the ground. The slumbering dragon begins to stir. An acrid bellow from her nostrils releases poisonous gas, which, well, it does not harm you, but it's unpleasant to your ear, to your nose. She begins to bellow. We have given the Huntsville family too much. I promise this. Within 1 week, if the Huntsville family does not leave our land, I will burn their town to the ground.
Seems a bit harsh now, isn't it? Well, Galen.
That was the dragon saying
dragon.
that. The dragon was saying that.
And how big is this dragon? Like,
I was just going to ask that.
Like big dog size?
This is big dog size. Like,
Sinead's gonna look down to the dragon and say,
this is an adult dragon.
Okay.
Like several, like 60 feet wingspan. Like 30 people tall, sort of thing.
This is a big dragon.
This is a big dragon.
Okay. Sinead's gonna look at the big dragon. Well, while I understand your concerns, you wee beastie, I will have you know, I think that we can come to a compromise. Actually, I don't think it. I am sure of it. We can certainly come to a compromise between you and this family. Certainly, you would be willing to let this family to have some farmland to be able to eat and flourish on their own while you keep
massive acres and acres and acres of forest to yourselves that you aren't bothered by. Maybe we can draw a line in the sand, up to here you can build your farms, and then past here you can't build your farms. Such things as that, Mr. Dragon.
Galen begins to speak as the dragon begins to slumber once again. We have already established these lines. It is the Huntsvilles who do not follow them.
Well, I suppose we can go talk to them as well. Have you ever tried talking to them civilly before, or have you just retaliated with violence? Just curious, not pointing any fingers or laying any judgment around. Who am I to judge? For that is up to much higher powers than I have.
These treaties have been established for hundreds of years.
Well, I don't know about you, but I wasn't born 100 years ago. And perhaps the current family also wasn't born 100 years ago. And maybe there might need to be a refresher conversation to be had. Sometimes people mistake things, and accidents happen. I'm sure there was no harm truly meant, and I'm sure that we could figure that one out if you'd be so inclined to have a civil conversation with these individuals.
We are prepared to have such conversations.
Well, that's a start. That's great to hear, then. Now, where might we find this family so that we might have a conversation with them?
They live in Deadluck.
Forgive us, we're not from around here. Where is that?
It is to the northwest.
All right. And might I ask, do you know what sort of reception we'll find while we're there? Will women and children run and scream from us as well?
I do not believe so. Our people are not used to outsiders.
Well, there's something to be said about the word copacetic.
Minway's gonna step forward next to Sinead. Perhaps, Galen, you could come with us.
I have never stepped outside of our territory in my 33 years.
Oh, he's a young king. Well, don't you think that perhaps it's time? Isn't your forest important to you?
It is, but it is against tradition.
What is this tradition?
An elder stays with its people.
Do you have an ambassador?
Yes. He points to a tabby cat nearby.
Cats.
So many fucking cats. An ambassador that can speak?
Yes, she can speak. She is well with words.
And you trust her to speak for you on your behalf?
Of course.
Then she should come with us to Deadlock. And we should sort this out once and for all. And we could act as mediators for this meeting.
I expect to hear good things.
Is this okay with you, Sinead? Sinead?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, is this okay with you?
Sinead will, she'll give a nod and say, right? No problem.
Very well, then.
Okay, so you now have this tabby cat who will transform into his human self before your very
His human
eyes.
self.
I'm just kidding.
Who's Sinead's new boyfriend? The people need to know.
Are you telling me he's a cat boy?
Not to be confused with her werewolf boyfriend or
They don't need to know about
Or
each other.
her
It's
tree
okay.
boyfriend.
How you doing over there, Sig?
Can't talk about it right now.
You see this young half-elf with curly chestnut hair and striking green eyes. He's wearing a simple yet elegant green tunic and pants adorned with natural fabric and earthy tones. His elven ears are slightly pointed and carries himself with grace and poise. Good day. I am Bradwin Oakart, son of Galen.
Oh. Oh,
So
so
he's
he's,
like a-
the
he's a-
mountain's son. So he's good looking too.
He is a young, let's see, I have to retcon how old he is. Galen is 40,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Bronwyn is, no, let's see, Galen's 50.
Okay.
And Bronwyn
Okay.
is,
Just getting better and better.
he's 28.
Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
All right.
Interesting. Okay. Sinead will hold out her hand and say, I'm Sinead.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well. And she's just going to look at the rest of the party. Please introduce yourselves to our new friend, Bronwyn.
Krigga says, I'm Krigga, and he literally just lets out a sigh of resignation.
I'll step up. Name's Marzander. And then go back into the darkness.
And who might you be, young lady?
Nimue. Pleasure, I'm sure.
Now, like my father said, we want what's best for us. I hope we can come to that conclusion.
So do I. Would you like to lead the way, Bronwyn?
Of course, to Deadluck. And he turns back into the cat. Begins to walk out of the underground cavern and into the forest. And that's where we'll stop for tonight.